Okay. Up next is Juan Pablo Montoya. He drives the number 42 Target Chevrolet, currently 12th in points. Juan, talk about coming here at Darlington. Obviously, you like to get back in that top 10 and certainly would like to get that first win of the season.
Yeah, I think coming here is exciting. Last year we had a really good race here. I think we got good cars coming to this race. Last couple of weeks have been tough for us, but, we move on. And the bright side, I think we got cars fast enough to get back in the points and go for it. So it should be good.
Questions for Juan, raise your hand and we'll get to them. Start with Claire, back in the back.
Claire B. Lang, Sirius NASCAR Radio. Ryan Newman was just in here, and I know you guys had what you had last week. NASCAR said, I asked him if they were going to pull you guys together for a meeting, and they said, we'll see what happens when you get to Darlington. Now that you've had time to reflect, pretty much it's business as usual between you two, or you keep one eye open?
No. I think it's business as usual. I don't. We actually gonna. I asked NASCAR yesterday. We should sit down with Ryan before the weekend, and I think we're gonna. After this, I'm gonna go and talk to them a little bit about it. But for me in the truck, it's business as usual. We both gotta keep running good and get good finishes and move on.
Next question. Let's go to Rusty in the back and then Pockers.
Rusty Ball and NASCAR Media Group. If I could just ask you, going from one big oval to another strong oval. Couldn't find the words there. But anyway, Dover, it's self-cleaning. I've heard it described as a roller coaster. I've heard you can sense and feel the speed there. Just tell your thoughts on going to Dover.
I think it's a cool racetrack. It's a cool place to go. Tell you, that's the place that probably reminds me more about open wheel racing. It's just the grip level on these cars around that place is incredible. It's like you go through the corner, it's like, oh my God, we do have a lot of grip here, and it's always fun. It's when the car is right, it's a lot of fun. When it's not, it's a handful. So it's exciting. You really gotta step it up in qualifying, and it just makes it fun.
Go Bob Pockris and then David Newton. Go ahead, Bob.
Bob Pockris, Scene Daily. Can you tell us what you plan to tell Ryan in the meeting today? And
that's why they do it in the hauler, so none of you guys know. Okay.
And was your actions last week, was it specifically because of what happened at Richmond, or was it a kind of a culmination?
It just adds up. It gets to a point that, too much is too much, and I felt it had to stop. I could have done it a lot more aggressively and completely knock him out of the race, but that wasn't really the plan, I just felt that, he could have gave me about an inch and nothing would have happened. But over and over and over, it's been the case. I've been wrecked by him a couple of times, and I just felt, I didn't mind so much that he did it. He minded so much that at this point, we both need the points. And I didn't feel fair that I was being treated fair, so do what I had to, I guess.
Go with David and then Lee. Go ahead, David.
Yeah, Juan, can you look back at when it first happened between you and Ryan? What caused the rift between you two guys and why it's lingered? And secondly, I know last year at Indy on the radio you said some things about about the crew chief and all that was aired publicly, and that happened a lot last weekend with Kurt Busch and Truex, some other guys. Do you like the fact that what you say on your radio is aired publicly every week?
No, it's not. I'll tell you the truth. With Newman, it's been from my first Cup race. My first Cup race, the guy that wrecked me was him, and after that, I've been wrecked a couple of times more by him, and I really never really want to have a problem with him. And it's just a pain in the ass when you're trying to race smart and the give and take, you let everybody by, and then you expect people to do the same, and it's just unnecessary. And I feel, and the other side, with the crew chief things, I think there's things that should have like a private channel or something. It's tough because at the heat of the moment, you'll say things you're gonna regret. And the problem with this sport is everything's public, so it's really hard.
Final question, Lee.
Lee Spencer, Fox Sports. When you do things like that, do you take into consideration the fact that your team has to go back and spend the hours fixing those cars?
The one that he already wrecked?
either way. I mean, last week before that, when he wrecked you at Homestead in 2006. I mean,
yeah, but when he wrecks me, did I did anything wrong? I didn't feel I did anything wrong. You know what I mean?
You mean the initial contact on 108?
No, just name, like last week. You're saying that I shouldn't wreck him because the extra work my guys had to do, supposedly fixing my car.
Well, I'm just saying, do you take that kind of stuff into consideration, the big picture of what happens when
I think the big picture is the points. The big picture is not fixing the car. If we had one race car to go through the whole year, that would be the big picture. But when you're a proper team, you got more than one car. And the car, if you look at my side, my car was already wrecked. So if you look, I think if I would send you a picture of my car after that race, you'll see just frame. You'll see probably just a frame.
But with all this that goes on the racetrack, do you ever take into consideration?
Oh, yeah, of course you do. You know what I mean? But I think the big picture is always the points. We're here to score big points to be able to be in the chase at this point of the season. Until you don't make the chase, you're only here to make the chase. Try to win races, get good finishes, and make the chase. And that's it.
Juan, thanks a lot. Good luck this weekend.
Thank you.
Darlington. Thanks for playing in the tournament yesterday.